Hola everybody, I want to start off this video by giving a huge shout out to my baby girl Alicia. If you're watching this video, I love you and I miss you. Okay, I honestly don't want to be here today. How are you guys feeling? How are you doing? Because me, myself, and I don't feel like coming here. I didn't feel like coming here. I kind of wanted to take the day off. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to stay home. It's just one of those days. I'm just not up for it, but I have to push through and I have to get these things done because there is a long list of things. The last video that you guys saw, I kind of left off with not finishing everything because my camera, there was issues with my camera, you guys already know, but I have one of them back, so that's what I'm recording from. I haven't messed with any of the settings. I don't know if it's like too peachy in here. I don't know what the settings are. I don't have time to do that right now. Hopefully the settings are okay for when I download the stuff to my laptop, but all of that I won't know till later on. Anyway, this video is not a continuation because I made sure to get the things that I needed to get done then. So this is a brand new video, obviously, but it's still that long list of things for this week because today is Thursday and I think I'm gonna work today and tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. But yeah, I just didn't want to come into the office today to do the things. I am just not feeling up for it, but I know I have to. Look at this list. This is the list of things that I put for myself or that I made for myself last night as my son was at soccer practice. These are all the things that I have to get done today. These things down here are things that I needed to do on the computer. Once I had Wi-Fi, because I didn't have Wi-Fi last night at the soccer practice, then I could work on this. So I needed Wi-Fi first to work on this. I got a lot of it accomplished. So this is design. I did the large baseball, medium t-ball, 2 extra large, a name. I ordered business cards through Canva. What else did I do? I designed the name only and the one for the crew neck. Perfect. So I sent that to get printed. That should arrive tomorrow. And then I have a layout of videos, content for YouTube that I have to like figure out where to write. I have to see if Canva has something, or maybe, I don't know, there's a calendar somewhere. So I have this to do and then I have to send this stuff in. Okay, so that's good. As far as doing or making, I have to cut some black vinyl. We got ears. I have to like look for it and see exactly what I have to design and cut. I have to add balloons to a cake topper. I have to make a second type of topper of one that I already made just because I want to have that as backup for myself. I have to print 1 copy of some chip bags for that very large order that we're gonna make in this video, but it's gonna be later on. And then I do want to take pictures of my wild one, berry first, and Swifty because I still haven't done that. And the only reason I haven't done that is because it has been gloomy every single day the past week, maybe even more. Today's finally sunny, so we're gonna take pictures of that. But first, let me write these things down on my actual planner because this is just the Best Buy folder that I got yesterday when I went to go pick up my camera. And it's the only thing I had. Oh, and really quickly, this is one of the orders from yesterday that I had to drop off. And it's the Here Comes the Sun. The customer ordered another one. So I didn't drop this one off. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna put a second one in here so that way I can save on shipping because thankfully I saw the order before I dropped this off. So that's what we're gonna do today. I have already another one made. So I just need to open it up, add the packing slip, add the cake topper, and also record it so that way I have proof that I sent 2 in here rather than 1. I honestly miss having my wide angle lens. I feel like I'm way too close to the screen right now, but my wide angle lens is in my other purse, so I don't have that with me. Anyway, I love to make my life so difficult. So on my list of things to do today, the first thing I put was add balloons to cake topper. Why? Because that's the easiest thing. All I have to do is poke a hole through the cake topper, add this little string here, and attach with a pop dot, and that's it. Like, it's so easy. But instead of doing that, I decided to go on to the next task. It's gonna take a little bit because I have to measure with the ruler, obviously, because what else would you measure with? And I have to figure out how I'm gonna design this stuff. So let me show you what I'm working with once I get stuff out of the way. So this is what we're working with. I have to design a vinyl piece that's gonna say, "We got ears, say cheers," for this top piece over here. So this is a DIY Mickey Mouse ears holder. And all I have to do is add the black vinyl piece here. But I have to measure, make sure everything's good to go. And I have to like quadruple check it because if I mess up with the vinyl, it's just gonna be a waste, and we don't want that. So right now I have them at like 1.5 inch. Oh yeah, that's too small. So let's say 18 inches. Perfect. I love this ruler thingy from Cricut. I got it a long time ago, but it's perfect because it's 18 inches. And I always find myself measuring things that are more than 12 inches. Do you want to know what I was missing in my other clips? This guy right here. I don't know why I didn't turn on the light before, but anyway, I had to bring out my 12 by 24 mat because this is a large piece that we're cutting. And I don't always use this mat right here, but there have been a couple of times where it was definitely needed. So this is the same mat that I've had, I want to say, probably going on 4 years now. And I don't use it that often, which is why I've never had to purchase another one. And watch me say that and then need one. That's always what happens. All right, so this is the perfect size because I'm cutting something that's 18 inches and this thing goes to 19.5. So that's perfect. I don't have to use a brand new roll. I'm just gonna have to switch it out on my Silhouette Studio part. Instead of going this side, going on this side because there's like a little bubble right there. You see that crease? And I can't get it out. And I honestly don't want to bother with having to take this out and then, you know, fixing it up. I don't use vinyl that often, so not a huge deal if that goes to waste because, you know, obviously this is, I'm just rambling at this point. But anyway, yeah, I'm trying to show you guys more of me doing and less of my face in this video. You know, fingers crossed that all goes well as far as what I'm planning because I just want to show less of my face. That's what I designed. That's what I'm gonna cut on the mat here. But like I said before, instead of doing it this way, we're gonna put it on this side just because of that bubble thing. Now I could save a lot of vinyl and I could save just having to use this larger mat if I cut everything individually. So I could take out the We Got Ears and then kind of split them up and then it could easily fit on a 12 by 12. Honestly, I'm all about working smarter, not harder, because if I do cut them up, then I would have to make sure everything is aligned when I put it on the cardboard piece, and it's a lot of measuring, and you know, if it's crooked, it's gonna be a big thing. So we're gonna work smarter, not harder, and we're gonna cut it like this. But I'll make sure to cut whatever I can to save it because we don't waste here. That's definitely a thing we do not waste here. Before I take it out, I'm gonna make sure that it cut properly. Oh, hold on. All right, it looks like it's gonna be okay. I don't like the smell of vinyl. It smells weird. You know how I like the smell of certain chemicals and like adhesive and stuff? Vinyl is not one of them. Hello, it's a little bit later. I didn't feel good for a little bit, so I went to go have lunch. I felt a little crappy and I was debating whether or not I was gonna come back because I'm like, okay, yes, I have all this stuff that I have to do, but at the same time, I have to take care of me. So I took it easy and eventually I decided to come back because I started to feel better. So we're back. I feel better. Don't get me wrong, I was feeling, and not mentally, just body-wise, physically, I was feeling, I don't know if something did me wrong. I don't know what it was, but I just felt sick to my stomach and it was not a good feeling. But now I'm feeling much better. Took some medicina and I'm just gonna continue with the water. I still have like half my coffee left. It's still like this much, I think. That's how you know that I wasn't feeling the greatest, because I wasn't drinking the coffee. I got a lot accomplished. You guys saw, I think my camera's battery died as I was weeding the vinyl. So I was weeding the say cheers part and it died. I wanted to do like a little ASMR, but it didn't work out. So I got this cut out. We got ears, say cheers. Perfect. I just have to attach it to the board. I added the little balloons on the cake topper that I wanted to add. So now it looks like this little guy is holding these balloons. I wish I had twine because twine is thicker and you can see it better, but I don't have twine. And I wasn't gonna go out just to purchase twine for this topper because this is not something that I sell. So I didn't wanna, you know, have that extra expense for something that is not gonna generate any money. I finished that. I have to cut the pieces for the second topper that I'm gonna make. I just haven't done that. I did get an order for a unicorn topper, so that's what I started cutting the pieces out for. And the great thing about that is that the name is Mia. And I don't know why I didn't do this before, but I started saving the names. Because the unicorn topper is so popular, I started saving all the names because I noticed that there were some names that were common and I was getting them more than once. So I saved them, and Mia is one of the ones that has been ordered. I think this is like the third or fourth time, so I don't have to design that. I love when that happens because I don't have to design. I just have to pretty much set it up and cut. So that's what I'm working on now. I'm cutting stuff for this thing and for the second topper. I just printed out 2 of the packing slips for the 2 orders that I received. I have that Here Comes the Sun, so this one's gonna be added to the packages that I already have. So this one's done. I just have to do the whole copy paste the tracking number. Then we have the unicorn cake topper, which I finished. I just need to grab the number because this is a number 3. I'm so used to the unicorn toppers being number 4. I think most of them are number 4, but I forgot to make a number 3. I should have. Yeah, see, I have a pink number 3. Let's see if I could find it this way. I see pink number 3s. I don't see any number 3s, but I know I have. I know I cut them. Let me dig through this really quickly because I know I have it. I know I do. I was so wrong. I did not have the other 3s, so I made one really quickly, and I made 2 extras just in case because that's all I had space for in my scraps. All right, now I can take this stuff and start putting everything together. I'm gonna take you with me. We're gonna make a pit stop first. Gotta get clouds. I'm here just packaging up the orders. I have 2 ready to go. I still have the 3rd one, but that one I need to open up. So actually we'll probably do that together. I just wanted to come on here and give a huge shout out to the company DJI. Long story short, you guys already know that I was testing out the DJI camera not too long ago. I ended up returning it because there was some issue with the editing and the audio. I had to do so much during editing to get it where I want it to be, but I wasn't using the mic at all. It was on and it looked like I was using it, but I really wasn't. Anyway, long story short, I keep saying long story short and I don't make my story short. My camera was the one that I'm using now that I always use. That I had to send in for repairs and it was taking way too long. So I decided to buy the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 again. And this time around it was like so different because I learned from the first time. So I made sure, you know, that the settings were right. I made sure that I tested the mic and everything. So anyway, I ended up loving the camera, so I kept it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have my regular camera once it comes back to me, and then I'm gonna have this camera because I also like how sleek it is when I go out and about. But then that one broke. You guys saw last video broke. Right now I'm in the process of getting that one fixed. So it broke Tuesday. I put in a claim Tuesday night. By Wednesday morning it was already shipped. They just called me to let me know that it was shipped and it's gonna arrive tomorrow, and they wanted to know if I had any questions, which I did. The customer service so far, absolutely amazing, so great. I just want to give a huge shout out to DJI because their customer service, amazing. If you guys were on the fence about getting the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, I mean, think about it, because now it went up to $799.99. I was lucky enough to get it at $629.99, I believe. So anyway, definitely get it and definitely get the warranty. Okay, so I opened up the package for the Here Comes the Sun topper. So I'm gonna show you guys. I like opening up my own packages because I do such a good job with packaging that I feel like I'm getting a gift, even though it's not my gift. So here's the first one. I like that this washi tape doesn't rip anything up. So this is the first one. I'm gonna include a second one in there. I'll put it on this and then I'll put it upside down. So I also should record this with my phone just in case, because you just never know. I feel like nowadays you have to have proof of everything. Everything has to be recorded, everything has to be documented, because you just never know. Ay, ay, ay. Hot Mess Express over here. I'm kind of glad I did. I don't remember if it was in this video or not, but I made 3 of these. So I made one for the order, obviously, but then I decided that I wanted to have an extra one, so that way in the future, if more are ordered, I have something to go by. But instead of making 1 extra, I ended up making 2 extras. So perfect, because I'm sending 2 and I still have an extra one. Okay, great. So I don't know if this is gonna close. Oh, this is pretty tight, but it's okay. So we have 2 in here, and show that I'm sending 2. I'm very paranoid when it comes to things like this. I always have proof. I always document everything, especially because I've shared this on this channel before, but just in case you guys didn't know, I have been scammed before on Etsy. There's this one customer that I can remember specifically. She placed a large order, very large order for tie-dye stuff. It was tie-dye cake topper and cupcake toppers, and it was a very large order at the time, and she claimed she didn't receive half of it, which till this day is insane to me because she was lying her ass off. Okay, I put a check next to each one, and then I not highlighted, but I made sure to put a line under the order. That way when they see it, you know, they go straight to the order and they can see that it's 2 different dates. 61st. I'm like so paranoid. Alright, I'll take a picture of that in a little bit. I love how snug everything is. They're probably gonna charge me extra for the shipping because now I don't think it's 8 ounces. It might be more than 8 ounces. That's okay. I'll just let them adjust it, because if I refund this label and then order another label, it's just gonna get too confusing. It's 8.2 ounces, so who knows? Maybe I can get away with it, but I don't think so. They always charge me extra if I'm off by like 0.1 ounce, so I wouldn't be surprised if they charge me extra for this. But let me be under by a lot, they will never refund me. They charge me when I pay too little, but if I pay way too much, you think they're gonna refund me? No. So that's that with Doreen's order. Shout out to you, Doreen. I'm not saying that you're a scammer, but always gotta protect myself. You just never know. Nothing against Doreen. Shout out to Daria. What did she order? Oh, the unicorn cake topper. Thank you, Daria. And then this is for Nicole. But first, let's go take some pictures. So I'll hold off on Nicole's order for now until after I finish taking the pictures. Picture is taken, or pictures are taken. They came out beautiful as per usual. Now it's time to work on this cardboard piece here. I have the vinyl piece and I have my, what is this? My transfer tape? Yes, transfer tape. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I'm just gonna measure it. I like how this smells. I don't like how the vinyl smells. It smells so bad. I can't even describe it. Well, like now I don't smell it as much, but earlier when I was weeding this part, because I was weeding big parts, I got like whiffs of it and it just smelled so nasty. So disgusting. This is my favorite transfer tape to use with paper. So whenever I'm working with vinyl and paper, this is the transfer tape that you need. I got it from Amazon, but unfortunately they don't have it anymore. So I don't know what I'm gonna do when that runs out. Thankfully, I have so much. This will last me a very, very, very long time because I don't use vinyl like that. But when that does run out, I don't know what I'm gonna do because they don't have it anymore on Amazon. Sorry, I would show you guys what I'm doing, but then I have to set up the camera a specific way. It's just gonna take so long. But I was just using my tool to put the vinyl on the tape. How am I gonna do this? I don't wanna move it because I don't want it to mess up. Maybe that's good. Oh, this actually works out perfect because there's a line right there. So I'll just use that as a guide. Okay, I like this. That's good. So we'll paste that on there. And I want to bring out the say cheese one as well. Oh wait, did I say cheese? I meant say cheers. That's what I meant to say. This would be good ASMR if my heat wasn't on. It just randomly kicks in. Yeah, kicks in. Perfect. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy breezy beautiful cover girl. I forgot that this was painted, so I hope it stays on. I mean, it's looking like it's staying on. So much is going on right now in so many different group chats on my phone. It's hard not to get distracted by it. Okay, so this is a little tricky because it's painted. But maybe what I'll do is use my heat gun. There we go. Perfect. I know I could have reused that, but I had already done the thing, so. Oh no. Come on. Okay. Oh, my back hurts from doing that. It's a little wonky because of the paint. So you could see like the paint through it, but that's okay. I mean, you get the point. You could only tell if you're like this. I don't think people are gonna do that. Okay, so cute. I love it. Let me just send a picture to her. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm doing very, very good with my list. I only need to print one thing and I think I'll be good to go for the day. I do have to cut something right now and I ran out of red paper. So that just reminded me that I had some packages waiting for me. I'm pretty sure this has been here over a week. And I kept telling myself, I'm gonna open it, I'm gonna open it. And I'm not. This is exactly what I needed. Red cardstock. I forgot what else I bought. I don't remember what color I got. Let's take a guess. If I were to guess, I would say green or blue. I'm gonna say green. Green and blue. Oh, I was wrong. I was very wrong. It's glitter. Gold glitter. This is giving Christmas. Stocked up all my red and my glitter. Now I can finally cut the piece that I need. The red pieces that I need. And then we'll do one more thing, which is print. And I think I'll be done for the day. I am not gonna be able to print what I need to print, but that's okay because we'll save that for the next day that I come in here. We're gonna have a full day of doing that order or getting that order done. And it's gonna be good because it is a very special order. It is the biggest order I have had so far, and from a corporate company nonetheless. It's a company everyone is familiar with, but I don't think I'm gonna say what company. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it for this video. I've accomplished everything else on my list except for that one thing to print, but it's okay. We're gonna come back next time. Everything will be great. Hola everybody. I think it's about a week later, maybe even more. I told you guys that I was gonna take off spring break, and that's exactly what I did. I had plans to go in or to come in at least one day, but it ended up not working out. So whatever, I was like, all right, it is what it is. My niece is over. We have been doing so many things with the kids. It's just been jam-packed. I love the fact that we've all been sleeping in, but still have done so much. It's been a good spring break. So anyway, I kind of what's the word, escaped, not escaped, but what's that word, like when you secretly get out? I don't know what word I'm thinking of. I'm still half asleep, honestly, but I decided, let me take this moment because it's towards the end of the week to sneak out. There we go, sneak out just for like an hour, because I do need to print some stuff. Remember the stuff that I had to print last week, or in last video I think, or maybe the last clip? I never printed that, so I'm gonna do that now just to make sure that everything is good to go. And if the first one comes out great, then perfect. I'm gonna try to print as many as I can. They're custom chip bags, and at the same time I'm also warming up my heat press because I do have 1 2 3 4 5 6 things to press. So I have all of that in. I just gotta open and make sure everything's good to go. So first we're gonna start off by printing the sample, I wanna say, just because it's the first one, so I wanna see if everything comes out good. If everything comes out good, I'm just gonna print as many as I can. Not giving myself too much, but also trying to get something accomplished. I got the chip bags pulled up, at least the design on my computer, but I haven't done chip bags in so long that I just wanna double check to make sure I save them correctly. I have save as PDF. So let me just pull up this one. Okay, this is the one we're going with. Save as PDF, best for printing. I'm gonna take my image on Canva, download it as PDF, best for printing, and then we're gonna make sure that it's current page, because if not, it'll save all 12 pages. Print photo borderless normal. Perfect. Oh, not perfect, because everything I just did, I messed up. Hold on one moment. Okay, it doesn't have to be like the best quality. And of course, I'm gonna use my koala paper. Yeah, it's this one. I thought I had more, but I don't. I could have sworn I had more, but I do not. So that for sure, I need to purchase more, because it's 125 chip bags. And this is only a box of 100 sheets. I'm gonna purchase another set of 100. We got the first one printed. I can't show you everything because of privacy reasons, but I think I can show you this because it doesn't say much on the front. It's the back that says all the information. This is how it's gonna look. I love that blue color. I'm so glad they went with the darker one because I did give them a whole bunch of options, and I love the blue color. It's just that it's gonna take so much ink to get this done. Let me see how much ink I have right now. So with this, I have to be very careful, or not careful, but I just have to keep an eye out on my printer, because you guys know I like to print them out, especially when it's a larger order, by groups. So I'll do like set of 3 or set of 5 at one time. And sometimes when that happens, I let it go in the background and then the ink dies out during. So I'm like wasting all of this material. So I just gotta keep an eye out for that. I'm only gonna print out one for right now. I have the chip bags. I'm gonna make a full one right now to make sure that everything is centered, everything is where it's supposed to be. So that way, if I do need to move anything, I can do it on my computer and then print from there. That's how we're gonna do it, because I'm not gonna print all of this stuff and then something is off-centered or something is like two to the left or two to the right, two up, two down, things like that, then it's gonna be a hassle because I've just wasted all this ink and all this material. So one first, test it out. But before we do that, let me press these shirts. My office has been a mess for quite some time, but what can you do? It's been busy over here. And then obviously I haven't been in the office since last week, so I've had no time to clean it up. I'm gonna do that at some point next week. All right, so we have our prints. Everything is a hot mess right now. Everything. I can't even find my pink, what is that called? Blade. Oh my goodness, I need my coffee. Alright, so this is what we're working with today. In my T-ball mom era, in my baseball mom era. Oh my goodness, that came out so good. So initially I was gonna purchase this baseball one or the T-ball one. I was gonna purchase it, and then I decided, you know what, let me try to make it myself, because I didn't like any of the ones that I saw on Etsy, and with the ones that I did find, they were black. So I'm like, that's going on black material, like black apparel, so I have to make it white. So I'm like, you know what, instead of doing all that, instead of purchasing it and then going from there and trying to change it to white, let me just make it from scratch. And they came out so good. I love it. And then this right here, that is my bestie's new business. Is it a business, Steph? I don't know. I'm assuming, because it's like, you know, you got your logo and you got your Instagram, and so I'm thinking it's a business. I don't know, Steph. Let me know. But yeah, shout out to Cuentos y Playdates. It is so cute. I can't wait to see that on the tees. All right, so let me cut these up and then get to pressing real fast. All right, so I finished the shirts. I finished pressing all of them. I have a sweatshirt to do, but I don't feel like pressing the sweatshirt. So I have this one here. That one's done. The white one, two of the baseball ones. All I have to do is add my name to this, but when I press the sweatshirt, that's when I'll add all of the little logos, because I honestly don't feel like doing that right now. I'm also printing out two more of the custom chip bags. I already did this one, but I messed it up. This will be like an extra if I can get it to work. But I did mess this one up. This was my sample one. And for some reason, I freaking forgot how to put the adhesive on the back. So I can't show you guys the back, but there's the piece that kind of is like a seam in the middle in the back. And I accidentally messed it up. Like I was supposed to put the adhesive on the inside. I put it on the outside. It became like a whole sticky mess. So like you see that right here? I was supposed to put the adhesive on the inside. Instead, I put it on the outside. And now there's stickiness on the outside. So if I can fix that, I will. And I'll send it as like a little extra. But, you know, it's supposed to be professional. So I don't think I'm going to fix it. I think that's it for now. I only printed... Oh, I can't see myself, so I don't know if you guys can see me. I only printed two more because I had two already out. But that's it. I'm going to call it a day or morning or whatever. Hi. It feels so weird to be back because I literally took the week off. Besides that morning that I came in to press those shirts while everybody was sleeping, I took every other day off. So that whole spring break, besides that morning, I was not working. And it feels weird to be back, especially on camera. I don't know. Whenever I take as many days off like that, I just feel kind of, I don't know, a little bit all over the place. Like if I'm a newbie, I'm new to this. Why am I opening this up? I don't need to open that up. Okay, I reordered some paper that I needed. So I needed the 61-pound koala paper because I'm running low on this and I need to use this for my niece's birthday party this weekend. And I also needed more of the paper for the chip bags. So I got these two. I just have to make sure that they didn't charge me twice because I ordered the first time. It got lost somewhere, but they still charged me. So I had to order this. They charged me for this as well. So I just have to do that. But getting in touch with Amazon, It sucks. It used to be easy and now it's just like this whole big thing. I have a mess everywhere, so I think I'm just gonna put this on the floor for now. Everything is all over the place. I have so much to do. I'm gonna start with printing out the rest of the chip bags for my large corporate order. So far, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12. I can't do the math right now, but I have 100 and something to go. So I'm gonna start with that. I also, while that's printing in the background, I am going to get myself situated for the week because I have so much to do. Besides that large order, I have 2 shirts and a sweatshirt. So I have to finish the 2 shirts. You guys already saw that I pressed the shirts, but I need to add my logo to the inside. I have that to do. I think that's gonna be a pickup for either today or tomorrow. And I have to do all of my niece's stuff for her birthday this weekend. While I was on my break, she was over and I was able to get her menus situated. So I designed the menus. I am gonna try to insert a picture here of the menus, how they came out, and also her welcome sign. I don't remember if I took a picture. If I did, then I'll leave it here. But yeah, she helped me. Well, she didn't help me, but I designed a couple welcome signs for her and then she picked the one that she liked the best. And from that welcome sign, I did her menu cards. And so that's already situated. It was 120 menu cards that I sent to Walgreens to get printed. The welcome sign was also from Walgreens. And I have her letters to do. So MADISON, as big as I can make them. That's what I have to do this week. Plus, her mom sent me all of her linens, like the linen napkins. And I offered to put Madison's 10th birthday on it. So depending on how much I get through, I'll do the napkins because it's 120 napkins. So I need to, the designing part is easy because as long as I get it to say Madison's 10th birthday, I think I mentioned that, then, you know, I got it with my HTV and it's the pressing that's gonna take some time. We'll see how I can accomplish that. As far as, oh, and then I also have to make labels for the treats that my sister is making. So that I have to design as well. But that's gonna be like, you'll see me do it throughout the week. It's not gonna get all done today. So I'm gonna start printing, get my list ready, and we'll go from there. I forgot to mention that there's a unicorn cake topper that I have to ship out today. So I'm also cutting pieces for that cake topper. I have another order as well for some cupcake toppers, but that doesn't have to go out till Wednesday. But this one is priority, so that's why I'm making it today, so that way I can ship it out today. I have most of the pieces cut, but I did need the name, and I also need the back of the rainbow and the blue piece. I don't know if I have blue cardstock, so I have to double check that in a moment. At the same time, I'm also, oh my goodness gracious, I'm also printing out all of the custom chip bag pieces. I'm keeping a list of how many 1 pack of new ink gives me. Because this one has a lot of ink, then I realized that it's taking up a lot. So far with the one that I changed last week, I've been able to print 23 plus 1 thing for my niece, which didn't take up a lot of ink at all. So I have to keep that in mind when I make these things, that obviously if I have like a full color background, it's gonna take up a lot of ink, a lot. So I'm gonna change the ink now because I did use up all of the, whatchamacallit, the new ink. But thankfully I'm part of the Staples Rewards program. So you get not cashback, you get points back towards future purchases every time you take an empty ink cartridge. So I had $42 from before and I had like this promotion. So for these two, they're usually $50 each, $49.99 plus tax. But I got these two for 40 bucks. And I also took my empty cartridges with me. So I paid $40 for these two and I got $20 towards my future purchase, which I'm gonna need another one. So I'll pay 30 instead of 50 when I go back. Actually, I might pay less because each one of these, the empty ones, will give me $2 towards my purchase. So if you guys aren't part of the rewards program for Staples, I definitely suggest it. And you get the credit towards your account as soon as you take it to Staples. Before, years ago, it used to be where you would ship them to the Staples Reward Center or whatever, and then it'll take some time and eventually it'll hit your account. But now it's right then and there, so it's even better. All right, so I just changed that. I'm gonna keep count or keep track of how many it gives me just to make sure that it is correct. And then I have 1, 2 of the black ink, so that's good. I'm about to press the sweatshirt because I did have my heat press warming up in the background, but I need my handy dandy notebook because I forgot how far down the back wording has to be on the sweatshirt. So we have our sweatshirt. Yes, I do have it. Nope, I don't have it. This is for my other sweatshirts. Okay, I just have to remember that I kept in mind something about hair. Since it's a design that's gonna go on the back of the sweatshirt, I kept in mind hair. Like, you know, if you put it up, if I place it a little bit down, then that'll be better because I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna do it a little bit. I think it was 6 inches, I'm pretty sure. So I did this and then I brought it down about here. We'll see. This is the design that's gonna go on it. Let me just cut it up some because I don't like when it's not cut up almost the same, because then it kind of tricks my mind that it's crooked. That might be a little too down. Ugh, I hate that I don't remember. I should have worn my sweatshirt so that way I can kind of put them side by side and see how down I want it to be. Okay, I'm just gonna guess. And my printer's still printing. I kind of figured it out. I mean, not kind of. I already put it on there. So we got the back, the front, and both sides. So the back, I think that is a very good measurement from my part. So I'm just gonna measure this out and I'm gonna write it in my handy dandy notebook. Oh wait, that's finished. Let me go add 3 more because I'm doing 3 at a time. I have 3 here. 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna put 3 more. Sorry if you guys can't hear me, but this camera doesn't have a mic. So I don't have a mic on me where like you can hear me even if I'm far away. That's printing. Actually, you know what? Let me get a poll on Instagram to see if you guys can guess what I'm keeping track of. I'll do a little poll in a while. All right, so I have this. I'm gonna measure it and put it in my handy dandy notebook. If I could find my ruler in all this. Oh my goodness. Oh, here it is. All right, so this is 6 inches. Wow, I was right on the money from earlier. 6 inches from the neck part. Okay, so that's for the bowl and brush. Okay, perfect. Got that written down in my handy dandy notebook. Now I'm just going to take out the film on these, and I think I'm gonna do a video for social media. I have my camera here and I have this neck mount thing that I purchased on Amazon, and that's what's helping me get the POV shots. So you put it like this around, you clip it, the camera goes right here. It's nice and snug, and then you just aim it like wherever you want and you tighten it, and that's how I get POV shots. I forgot to update you guys. I finished with all of the tees. I did the logos, I put the tags and everything. So I have the sweatshirt, 2 tees over here. I have these 2. What the heck was that? I have these 2 and that I'm gonna take a picture of. So these are the 2 shirts and then the nameplate that I made. Cuentos y Playdates. So I'm gonna do that now. I have 1 is printing, and then I think there's 1 more, and that's gonna be it for the printing for right now because I ran out of ink. So with the little tally thing that I have, it shows me that I can get 23 of the custom chip bags pages printed per new ink cartridge. So I don't have enough. So I'm gonna have to go to Staples at some point. I'm gonna go later on. So yeah, so that's all I can do. I've managed to make this many. This is as many as I've been able to print, and that's like almost 70. But I still have a lot more to go because I have to make 125 total. So yeah, that sucks. I didn't think it was gonna be that little, but it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. Wait, am I only counting? No, I think almost 70 is what I printed today, and then I already had 12 from before, so all in all it should be like 80. But Even if it was 70, if it was 80, I still have to go get more ink. So that's on the to-do list. I'll get that later on because I'll be by Staples when I go pick up the kids. I don't know if I mentioned, but the kids are with my sister. So they have off today. Spring break finished. Today's Monday. You know, most kids go back. But because their school system, school district didn't use up all of our snow days, and they get a day off extra today. So yeah, they're with my sister, but my daughter does have soccer practice later on, so I do have to go pick her up later. I have to pick up both kids. So when I do that, then I'll get more ink. In the meantime, I will just continue with the other stuff that I have to do. I was waiting for the chip bags to finish so that I can print out more unicorns, but I won't be able to print any more unicorns. I think this cartridge may have a little bit left over that I can print the unicorns on. We're gonna test it out once I finish this, but I know that it didn't have enough for me to print a whole new chip bag because of the background, like the color and everything. It's full color. But the unicorn ones, I think I'll be able to print using this cartridge, or even the one that's on there already. It's a theory that I have. I don't know. Once this finishes, I'm gonna test it out. I just tested my theory and I was correct. You see how it had enough to print this out beautifully, but it just doesn't have enough to print a whole sheet like this and then the back of it. So that's why I kept this one. I'm like, you know what, even though this one is empty technically, I'm gonna keep it. So same thing with this one. So these two are empty technically, but only for the custom chip bags that I'm doing because it can't do like a full page. I know I was right. See, you just gotta trust your instinct and test out what you think. Okay, so yeah, let me just print this out real quick. I'm also going to print out my niece's stuff. My niece is gonna have a game at her party just for the kids, and it's gonna be like who knows her best or whatever, and then the winner will get a gift card. I'm making the actual game things because we personalized it for her. I sat down with her and I'm like, okay, let's do questions. You give me the answers. She chose 10 questions because her birthday party is 10. She turned 10 yesterday. We did it together and I'm gonna print it out, and this is perfect because I can use the remaining ink, like whatever's left on these, to print out her stuff, so that way it doesn't go to waste, because otherwise it'll go to waste. So I'm gonna cut this. I have to fix one thing. I don't think I brought the game pieces I already cut, but I'm gonna tweak a little something on there and then I'll print her stuff as well, and I'll show you guys, of course. So this is the page that I designed, and I've already printed out a few, well, not a few, just 2 of them, and I cut them up. So this is the first one that I did. This is the first one. No, I don't remember which is the first one, but it was too close, you see, to the edge. So I had to like tweak it a little bit, and then eventually I got this one, which isn't too bad. Like you see these two right here, they're not too bad, but this one kind of bothers me because this side is definitely too closer than this one is to that one. So I just did one more thing to tweak it, and hopefully this is it. Once I figure out if this is it or not, well, if it is it, then I can go ahead and print a whole bunch, because I think there's gonna be 30 kids, so I just have to print out 15 of these total. I'm gonna do maybe a little bit extra just because you never know. Same thing. Let's see, is it as close as the other ones? Did I print the right one? Okay, because I did move it, but it still seems pretty close. I mean, at this point, I don't think it matters because it kind of evens itself out. So this one is too close to this side, and then this one is too close to the other side. So I think it evens itself out. I tried one more thing and I got it to be perfect. Yay, this makes me so happy because I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna settle with that last one that I showed you because I couldn't get it like 100%. I'm like, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be alright, but I'm like, you know what, let me try one more time, and I got it to work. So now it's perfect. Now it's good. Everything is even, no complaints. I will be happy. Just a little update on how everything is going. I finished my niece's game cards and then the answer key on the back. I've got this order ready and this order ready. These are gonna be picked up in a couple minutes. I have this order ready. I already printed out the packing slip, and then this is the unicorn topper, which I just have to package up. And I also printed out the shipping label for this. Did I say packing slip for that? I meant shipping label. I printed out the shipping label for both of these, and they're gonna go UPS because they're going to New York. And I like to use UPS because it'll do the 1 day. If I do USPS, it says 1 day. Sometimes it takes 2 to 3 days, sometimes even longer, so I don't even want to bother with that. But that's how it's going here. I still have a lot to do. Oh my goodness, my hair has been crazy all day. My daughter did my hair yesterday, so I kind of just left it in there with the little braids, but I feel like it looks a little crazy. I mean, I feel good because I got so much accomplished, but there is still so much more to do. But I feel good because we did a lot. And then the orders, you know, my wall of orders, it is down to 1, 2, 3. 3 orders. And today I started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 orders. So now I got it down to 3. I went to Staples, purchased 2 more of the ink cartridges. I recycled 3 of them because it ended up not working out. What my whole thing earlier that I said I had like a feeling that I could use it, it ended up being a flop. So I returned the 3 of them. I had $20. I returned 3, I got 28. Then I had $10 off. I also picked up the shipping box that I was gonna need for the chip bags. So all in all, I spent, with the 2 and the $11 shipping box, I spent $74 after my coupons and my rewards and all that good stuff. These guys are freaking expensive, and I know you guys tell me all the time that I should probably invest in one of those printers that have, what is it called, like the liquid, I don't know, it's there's a specific name for this printer, but it has like the liquid instead of these type of cartridges. But I'm not gonna change it anytime soon because this guy has warranty for another 3 years, so I don't want to change that because I have the warranty where they'll replace it if anything happens to it. And also, this is the only printer that I have found that does one specific thing for me that no other printer that I have ever tried has done. And I don't want to change it. I need this one specifically because I use a specific type of material at some points in the business that I need to hold on to this one because I don't want to go testing and waste hundreds of dollars to find out that it doesn't do the same. And after a whole bunch of research, no other printer, especially the ones with the ink, with the like the liquid ink, they don't do it. So I'm gonna stick to this guy for now until I have no other choice but to switch. It is very late at night. I am still here. I did leave and then come back, but I want to show you guys my process. So I have just finished printing out all 125 papers. This is the pile that I have. And the way that I do it is in sections. I told myself a long time ago that whenever I have larger orders for the chip bags, to always do them in sections. So if I have 30 chip bags, I do them in sections of 5. If I have 50, I do 5 or 10 depending on what else I have going on. With this one, because there's so many, I am doing them in sections of 10. And ultimately, once it gets to the last section, it's gonna be only 5 because it's 125. And I just have them grouped or separated with this printer paper here. So far I've done 30 and this is the rest. And how I do it just to keep myself sane is I grab 10 chips at a time. I don't do any less, don't do any more. Exactly the amount that I have in my pile for that round, that's exactly what I take. So I've been doing them by 10, and that also helps me keep track of how many, because sometimes I feel like with these sheets of paper, because they're so thin, you'll grab 2 and count it as 1. And I've done that before. So I always triple check, and also to keep like it kind of a visual, I take the amount of chips that I need. So in this case, 10. And once I'm through with that 10, this pile should be gone. So far I've got 30 in here. I got that big box from Staples. I'm feeling good. I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning I was a little overwhelmed, mostly because I felt a sense of imposter syndrome, and it was just getting to me because this is the first one that I made. And the back I can't show you. I think I mentioned it before though, that I put the adhesive on the outside. So this is no good. There's another one that I actually ripped up because that was like one of the first ones that I did, and I felt like I was questioning myself so much, and I felt so, what's the opposite of confident? I don't know. I can't think of the word because it's way too late. But I felt like an imposter. Like, is this for real? Like, why are they trusting me with all this? And I felt like that for the first couple, I'm not gonna lie. Even the ones that came out perfect, I still felt a sense of doubt. There you go. I think that was the word, doubt. But as time went on, I felt better. I felt back in my element and my confidence came back, and now everything is good. So I've got a system It works for me. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. I think I'm gonna get through these 125 chip bags very seamlessly. Of course, there might be hiccups and things like that, but it's okay because it's part of business. But that's gonna be for tomorrow because it is nighttime and I gotta go home. I'm done for the night. Hola, we're back. I am gonna first clean up this mess because yesterday I had such a little tiny space to work with. So today I just want to be a little bit more clear and have everything out the way so that way I can work as efficiently as I can. I'm also gonna download Netflix onto my computer because last night I was watching it on my phone and I think I would like it on my computer better. Today all we're gonna do, at least in this video, is finish up the chip bags. Today is gonna be the last day. This is gonna be the last day for this video because I wanna send these out. And then tomorrow I'm gonna start a new video, but that's gonna be something separate. Everything's gonna be great, but first I have to clean. Guess what? I didn't even need to download anything because with Netflix, you just go on the browser. Go on netflix.com and put in your information and you're good to go. So I didn't need to download anything. So I have that in the background. I cleaned up as much as I could, honestly. My desk is still like messy, but I did as much as I could. Enough space for me to work nice and comfortably. I have this bubble wrap that I used yesterday. I forgot what I was using it for. Oh, I don't need it today. It's because I had so much stuff on my desk that I used this to put this thing on top of because it was protecting something underneath it. I'm telling you, it was a hot mess last night. So that's done as far as cleaning up. Now it's time to focus on getting these chip bags done. I'm gonna do maybe a little bit of a time lapse and show you guys how I work, but I'm not really gonna record because I'm watching this in the background. Gotta focus. I have 2 more days until the new season comes out. We are almost done. I cannot believe it. I have a box full of chip bags, a huge box, and I'm only printing out 2 more because 2 of them didn't print correctly. Like there's a line that came out that I didn't like. It wasn't 100%. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just print them again. So that's what I'm waiting for. We're down to our last 7. So I have 5. That was supposed to be like my last batch, plus the 2 that didn't print correctly, but we are almost there. And just like that, we are finished. I hate that I had to use so much bubble wrap, but I had no other choice. I actually used my whole roll up. So now I'll be able to move on to the more eco-friendly packaging. But for this one, I still need even more bubble wrap because I need everything to arrive securely. It's very, very important that it gets there securely. And the only way that it's gonna happen is by adding more bubble wrap, unfortunately. I am going to, oh my goodness, it is definitely wash day and it's so hot today. So I feel like my face is so oily. But I'm gonna wrap up today's video here because it has been a long one and I wanna start fresh tomorrow because tomorrow I'm gonna be working on my niece's birthday stuff. So I wanna make a whole video on that to share with you guys what I make for her birthday. Her birthday party is on Saturday and today is Tuesday. So it's gonna be a very busy next couple days. I'm definitely gonna bring you along with me, but that's gonna be for next week's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for your support. Let me know in the comments down below what has been your biggest order to date. You don't have to go into too many details. You don't have to give out any information, but just let me know what has been your biggest order, whether it's a wholesale order or whatever the case may be. Let me know in the comments down below. I want to hear all about it. I want to celebrate with you. This has been my biggest order thus far, and I'm just so grateful. So I want to hear about you guys' biggest orders for your business. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.